Ken, I gotta ask you in current events, man. Monique was raising Cain on Club Shay Shay, talking her stuff. One of the things that kind of caught me though was when she called out Taraji for, venting about how she was feeling about how the industry was treating her as far as her payments. However, Monique had been raising Cain about that for 10 years prior to that, but nobody wanted to hear it out of Monique's mouth. But then everybody ran into Taraji's aid. What were your thoughts on that whole situation, man?
Well, first of all, to my brothers and sisters out there in Hollywood, I just want to say one thing. One word: independence. I have a partner named Steve Love. He did a joint called Steve-O. He did a joint called Trust No One.
Yeah.
The check that he got off of that one thing through Tubi was comparable to the money that they said they got. And he's doing this independent, and he's shooting at a shoestring budget.
Yeah,
it ain't like he's spending $100 million. So what a lot of these people in Hollywood need to do, Taraji and Terrence Howard, all of them, they need to just go and take the time, man, and quit being lazy to get some brothers from the hood that already got the game, pay them well, collaborate, do a collaboration over competition, work with each other to go and do what they need to do as far as, create the proper film.
Yeah.
And they could use each other's stardom and each other's leverage as a way of compensating each other. Then they can bust down.
Yeah.
They can bust down the money. And them same projects they shoot in Hollywood, they can shoot independent.
Yeah.
And they get all the money. Because one thing, news flash, them people been doing this for a long time. They're going to pay you what you're worth, and to them, you ain't worth nothing. So you understand me? As African Americans, we got to learn how to practice group economics. I oftentimes say that we as a people, we spend $1 trillion of the GDP. By that $1 trillion, only 2% go back into the African American community. That means that we spend 98% of our money and 100% we spend 98% of our money with other people. So they spend 100% of their money and 98% of ours. And you wonder why they got all the cars, the house, the homes, and the jewels, and the luxuries and the business, because we're thinking backwards. We got to start thinking corporate. We got to. A lot of people say they want a limited liability. If you see a pretty bitch with some blonde hair, blue eyes, or cocoa brown with some cocoa brown complexion skin with a big old Georgia peach, and she say, hey, Beehive, I like you, but I'm limited. You can't get no coochie, you can't get no kiss or nothing. You gonna let me, I want her. So when we say we limited and we get limited liability corporation, what we saying to the banking systems and to the loaners, the people that lend money, the lenders, that hey, we're limited. Y'all gotta learn about S corporations. Y'all got to learn about C corporations. Y'all got to understand what the subsidiary is. Howard Schultz, the dude that owned Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
He was able to get a loan off of each one of his business and raise billions of dollars. He had over 500 or some odd, 1,000, whatever, Starbucks. So everything, like you got HHF clothing, you got HHF radio, HHF magazine, HHF award show. All these are subsidiaries. HHF management, HHF records, HHF studio, HHF social media. We have to understand the business. And the same thing with Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? The same thing they doing. Today you can shoot a whole movie on a camera, or a camera phone. You don't need Hollywood. They didn't trick y'all into believing, like Malcolm X said, y'all been bamboozled. So Monique and all of them that's crying, they've been bamboozled. They've been hoodwinked. You know what I'm saying? They've been tricked. They've been conned.
How do you feel about Monique saying that, she felt like she was hoodwinked by some of her own people, though? The people that she trusted to bring her into the game.
Well, that's been going on. Malcolm X talk about that, the big house and the field nigga and the house nigga. You're going to always have a house nigga. A house nigga is always going to be connected to the master. And when he connect to the master, he's going to do what does say the master. The master tell him to jump, he's going to say, hi, boss. You know what I'm saying? If the master get sick, as Malcolm said, he's going to say, who's sick? We sick. So, when you got those type of people who are divisive and already, believe in that Willie Lynch theory, that divide and conquer system, then, it's hard for you to work with them. I know they're talking about Oprah. I like Oprah personally. You know what I'm saying? I like Tyler Perry because they represent a level of independence that we all need to mimic. But at the same time, those people have garnished a certain amount of power, and that power can be used against people who speak out against them. See, what black folks get, brother Van Jones was talking about on the 4 levels of power. The first level is Washington, D.C. That's where you have your activists, your politicians, your legislators. It's a whole bunch of us there. You understand what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of us in Washington, D.C. We got a whole bunch of black lawyers. The next level is Wall Street. Ain't that many of us there. It's not a lot of niggas on Wall Street. They call it Black Wall Street. Yeah, it's a bunch of niggas on Black Wall Street, but there ain't a lot of niggas on Wall Street in Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Silicon Valley. You might have a few niggas there.
Yeah.
I heard Nas there.
Yeah.
I heard Chameleon there.
Yeah.
You know, maybe 1 or 2, but ain't that many niggas in Silicon Valley neither.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then the main place where niggas is at is Hollywood. And Hollywood depicts the story. You know, Hollywood controls. Soon as Kanye got to tripping, what they do? They cancel. Soon as anybody get to tripping, they cancel.
Yeah.
Anytime a black man rise to a certain prominence, like Bill Cosby, what happened? He go to jail. R. Kelly go to jail. That's because they control the narrative. They can build you up and tear you down. But if they don't build you, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they can't tear you down. And that's what we have to do. We got to start, you know, thinking independent, and we got to start getting our own thing. Then we ain't got to worry about Tyler Perry. We ain't got to about Oprah Winfrey. We ain't got to worry about nothing, because if you do what Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey do, you ain't got to worry about no check. You're going to create your own check.